If you are looking to buy real estate and if you happen to live in these 6 states, there are high chances that you'll be able to get a home mortgage for less than 4 or even 3%. And this is how you are going to get it. Stay tuned on this video and I'll show you how you can get a loan or a mortgage for a home for less than 3 or even 4% if you happen to live in the states of Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, and Texas. Hello, my name is Mohammed and I'm from eXp Realty, and here I am to show you how you can buy a house if you live in these 6 states. So to begin with, I'll just take you an example, and based on that you can see whether it makes sense or not. So let's take an example of Pasadena, Texas. If I go to this city, you'll be able to find all the homes. I can see there are 107 homes found which has a rate which is an assumable interest rate, and the assumable interest rate means you can assume, a buyer can assume a rate that was currently held by a seller. So seller, for some reason, if they have to sell, they can transfer the interest or the mortgage to the new buyer, and in that case you end up in paying very less amount. Like in this case, just take an example of this house has a principal and interest payment of only $671 per month. It's a 3-bed 3-bath in Pasadena, Texas with 3.75 room rate, which is your interest rate. You can see the other houses also like 3.2%, 2.875%. Just think about it, right? It's 5-bed 4-bath. This house is sold for $475,000 and the seller has a VA loan which can be assumed by the new buyer, but the only difference is in some cases you have to pay a little bit higher down payment. So in this case the seller is looking for $146,000 down payment for this house. But look into this, if you have money, if you can pay down that much, you can buy this house and retain that low principal and interest of $1,504 per month for such a nice big house. You can see so many examples. So the reason why I'm trying to showcase this is because if you are really thinking about buying a house, do not end up in paying 7 and 8 or 7.5% of mortgage, because you never know when the mortgage is going down. But in this case you can still lock in like 3%, 2%, 2.88%. You can see that like you can never get that rate in like maybe next 5 to 10 years. So here there's an opportunity to purchase a house in these states that I've mentioned before, where you can get a mortgage below 3% also, but the only thing is you might need to end up in paying a little bit of higher down payment. Just take this example in Deer Park. This house is being sold for $245,000, $53,000 down payment, and just 2.7%, just $836 per month, which is such an insane amount given like if you would have bought at the regular interest, it would be like around $1,400. So you're almost saving $600 every month. So there are plenty of examples where you can see how much money you can save while assuming a loan. And the only challenge or only qualification that you might need is to make sure that the lender is qualifying you for assuming the loans, because sometimes the lender may not allow you to assume that loan based on their certain criteria like the credit rating, the score, and your debt to income ratio. But if you are eligible and if you have decent credit history and if you have a higher or lower debt to income ratio, then I'm sure nobody can stop you from buying the houses like this. Like you can see this house in Houston, Texas has 2.9% assumable rate with just $841 per month as a principal and interest. So if you're interested, click in the link below in the description of this video. I have my link. You can go to that link and it will ask you to fill in the name. So you can put in my name and you will be able to talk to the person from the company which provides this service, and they charge 1% of the total transaction as the service fee, but I think this is still worth. So once you get into that contact, they will take care of everything from getting into contract to getting the house sold and getting the new mortgage, which could be less than 3% in most of the cases, as you can see. So if you are interested, go ahead and take this action, because that's going to help you in saving hundreds or sometimes even thousands of dollars per month while you are trying to do the home ownership. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and have a good rest of your day.